Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T. Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Can't wait for you to meet Miss T. She is the T in T.
Welcome back. So excited. This is part 2. If you haven't watched part 1 of what's blocking you, get in there and do it. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I kind of feel like this might become like more than part 1, part 2. We might get up to part 18 about this, just because there's a lot of ways that you could be blocked in order in your search, your desire, your goal to achieve your dreams and your goals. And so, but I wanted to hit a couple right out of the gate. This one today is the company you keep. Now listen to me. Don't get mad at me. I say this all the time because sometimes I give people an answer and they get upset with me because it's not the answer they want to hear. Sometimes what is blocking you from going forward and growing forward is not even something you're doing. It's the company that you keep around you. Who the heaven is in your core? So here's what we're going to do. You're going to take a look at the situations in your life. What is stalled? What's not moving? What's not breaking through? What's not leveling up? And I want you to do 2 things. What is going on in you and what is going on with the people around you? Sometimes what's blocking you is not you. Sometimes you're doing all the right steps, you're making all the right moves, you're giving all the right effort, but it's someone who's plugged into your core. Okay, so let me give you an example. I'm working with this student of mine, and she's doing these amazing activations, and she's been, designing them, she's been curating them well, and she's been really diligent about investing not just time, but her own money and her own talents and the talents of people around her, but it's not growing. And so her immediate response to that is, surely there must be something wrong with me. Maybe it's something wrong with the marketing or the advertising. Maybe it's in the wrong location. And so she starts moving things and changing things, but she's still not getting the numeric outcome. The people are still not coming. And that's an important fact. The people weren't coming. So why weren't the people coming? So I just kind of took a step back with her. Remember, when you're in the chaos of trying to break through and you're not breaking through and you're feeling the obstacles and the blockages and you're not growing forward, it's okay to pause, take a step back from the battle, and assess things so that you can build the strategy that you need to win the things. And so we took a step back together and we just kind of scanned, and it was totally instinctive. It wasn't something that I observed because, this person in her circle, her core circle, was being horrible, because they weren't. They gave the appearance of being supportive, but I'm going to explain something to you in just a second. So we took a step back and we looked at things. What's working? We made a list. What's not working? We made a list. And then I asked a question that came straight out of my spirit, straight out of my instincts. I said, who comes to each one of these? Is there someone from the beginning of these activations that's been with you every single time? And so she identified 2 people. And so I started asking, again, just curious stuff. We looking at this thing, trying to problem solve, just curiously. And she starts to describe the first person. I said, okay, they buy a ticket, they're showing up, they're supportive, they're helping out. Okay, that looks good, that feels good. Okay. And then she starts to describe the second one. They were described very similar to the first one. They buy the ticket, they show up, they hang out, but there was something that made this one distinct. She says they also do a thing, and their thing is really big, and a lot of people come. And I said, so are they information sharing with, this particular activity? And she says, well, I don't know, not really, because I don't see any crossover population. And then I say, okay. And so again, just asking curious questions to see, how we can identify the blockage. Again, we're talking about sometimes it's the company you keep. I also learned that this particular individual spends a great deal of time with the person I'm mentoring, as far as strategy building, as far as insider information about this stuff. And listen to me. A snake is not bad as long as you know it's a snake. I'm going to say that again. A snake is not bad as long as you know it's a snake. So as I'm learning more about this particular individual, I'm starting to get snake vibes. Slick, very slick, but it's cloaked in supportive, friend, informative, etc. And so we revisit the landscape of things. And what we learned is this particular individual had plugged in to this young lady that I'm mentoring. And they were getting information and education from her with how to build what they're doing, but they weren't really supporting what she was doing. And so what we discovered was the reason she couldn't push forward, the reason she wasn't having these mass numbers was protective. And what I mean by that is sometimes, I say God because I believe there's a God, but others say the universe, others say forces, whatever it is, sometimes you'll be protected from someone misdirecting you from your destiny until you can get the lesson that causes you to get closer to your destiny. And so if this particular young lady would have had a certain number at her events or her activations, this other person that gave the appearance of a supportive friend would have fished from that event to draw people to what they were activating. And so sometimes you can be blocked until you can see. You should write that down. Sometimes the block is not happening to prevent you, but it's happening to protect you. And so the two things that we took away from this experience is, number one, this was a protective mechanism until this thing could be revealed to her so that she can make some decision making about the proximity of this particular individual in her core circle and how much information she was sharing about how to execute these activations. But once she saw it, she made the adjustment, and all of a sudden this person, they just stopped coming around. She didn't even have to say anything. She just made the correction inside of her about the company she was keeping, about this person that she was giving a lot of time and a lot of information and what insider information about what she was doing. But once she got this one thing, made the decision that, okay, I'm going to stop this, this person just miraculously stopped coming around. They stopped calling as much. Isn't that interesting? And so again, out of this thing, out of this experience, out of this moment, we started to come up with a statement. A snake is not bad as long as you know it's a snake. Now, are there some good things that snakes do? 100%. But you don't want to cuddle up in bed with them at night. You don't want to whisper with them and give them pillow talk and tell them all your secrets. Why? Because you'll find yourself suffocated and choked up and paralyzed in the morning. Don't go to bed with snakes. Stop telling all your stuff to people that look good, smell good, but they are not good. So sometimes you can be blocked from your destiny because you have someone who is not for you in too close of proximity to you. It's your job to build the boundary systems that protect you, that protect your dreams, protect your goals, and protect your destiny. It's nobody else's job. It's your job. So let me give you some steps. Number one, when you're in the chaos of things you're not breaking through, stop, pause, assess things. Find out if it's in you, if it's around you, or if it's happening to you. That's number one. Once you find out if it's someone in your circle that shouldn't be in such close proximity of you, you gotta be the one with the backbone and make the decision, okay, I'm gonna stop sharing all of this stuff with them. Even though it feels fun and they feel like a friend and whatever, sometimes it's really hard to just kind of have a poker face. You don't gotta show everything. You don't gotta show all your cards. Just stop showing all your cards. Sometimes everybody don't need to see all your stuff because it's blocking you from getting all your stuff. And third, make sure you identify who people really are in your life. You know who your true friends are. You know who your supporters are. You also know sometimes new people will come into my life and they look good and they sound good and they're saying all the right things, but have they proven the test of trust? Has time proven that they're trustworthy? Has time proven that they're for you? Has time proven that they're working with you and not against you? If time hasn't proven that, then stop inviting everybody into your core. Danger, danger, danger. So the hope is that you get this. You're going to have to make some decisions as you grow and go, and this could change seasonally. This can be something that happens every season. There are people that are only with you for a season. There are people that are with you for a reason. There are people that are with you for a moment. And there are people that are with you for a lifetime. Make sure you know the difference by how they show up and prove that in your life. This is a time for you to be very smart. If you want to break through and win, you got to be smart about who's around you. You got to be smart about what's going on in you. And then you have to have the courage and the confidence to do the hard work that causes you to continue to grow and causes your circle to grow healthily. So again, the hope and the prayer is that this is helping you clean up your circle, especially for the season that you're going into. And if this is helping you, leave some comments. If you got some tips, some strategies, something that's going to help everybody else, don't be selfish. Share it, because we all want to grow. And that's the reason we're doing these podcasts, is so that we all grow together. We're all growing healthy together, and we're all living the life and the lifestyle that we absolutely love. So if this helped you, if you liked it, if you hated it, share it anyway. Share it with someone that you know needs to examine the company that they're keeping, especially as it pertains to blocking them from their destiny. Like this, share it, subscribe it, leave a comment, and let me know. You know, it's really important to me that you're winning. And if you're winning, I want to know about it. If you're on the brink of winning, I want to know about that too, so I can push you right into the deep of winning. All right, well, thank you for tuning in. Hoping this helps you, and I look forward to the next one. I think we're going to continue this series of what's blocking you. So take notes and grow. It's all you, baby. I believe in you.